Let me tell y'all how I went on a date. And at the end of the date, the man wanted to date exclusively on the first date. So I met this guy on Hinge or whatever, and I could already tell from our first conversation on the phone before we went on our first date, like he was trying to count my pockets. So it made me feel like, is he broke or whatever? So then we go on a date and find out he ain't like looked up my Instagram or whatever. I never looked up his Instagram because I just didn't. So he tells me how he was like, "Oh, I saw your friends with so and so. I don't know how close y'all are, but my uncle used to be married to her aunt's husband, aunt, or whatever." So in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm going to instantly call her aunt to get the tea on him. So he was cool. So he said, "Oh, you want to go to another spot or whatever?" So I'm like, okay, cool. So in the car, I get the rundown. She tell me that, he come from a two-parent home. He's very nice. She was like, I kind of think he a pushover. He a little too nice. Da-da-da-da. He not broke. He had a good job. He makes six figures, no kids, da-da-da-da, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. So we go to the second spot. And, I learned from Sprinkle that you just let the men talk. Be a mystery. So if you're a mystery, they're going to talk about themselves and they're going to want to keep taking you out because you're a mystery and they want to further get to know you. Sprinkle. So that's exactly what I was doing. I was letting him do all the talking so I could be a mystery. So I guess the drink started to kick in because he was definitely telling me stuff that you should not tell a woman, especially not on the first day. So he tells me he sent my Instagram to his two best friends, and they basically told him, was like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna have to spend some money on her. She high maintenance and stuff like that, right?" Sir, why would you tell me that? Like, why would you tell me that? It's not something you tell a woman on the first date. Like, so then he further tells me, was like, I'm not gonna lie, I was intimidated to go on this date with you. I was thinking, like, why would she want to go out with me? I thought this maybe was a petty date. Like, why would she want to talk to me? Like, I'm shooting out my league. Like, why would you tell me all of this? I feel like the drinks had started kicking in on him. Because why would you tell me that? Then he asks me, like, have you ever dated athletes before? Like, I've talked to nice looking women, but I've never talked to somebody that is as pretty as you and got their stuff together. I've never talked to a woman that has both. Sir, why would you tell me this on the first date? So I'm just listening, but I'm like, okay. Then we go to another place. Mind you, our date was from 4:30 and we did not end the date till 1:30. So when we got to the third spot, at this point, it's late. Like, I kind of already had made plans to go somewhere else to meet up with somebody else or whatever and my homegirl. So then we get to the third spot. He like, I just feel like we just been talking about me the whole time. Duh. Sprinkle. Because, baby, I found out a lot of stuff about you, sir. Like, and he was like, and maybe that's my insecurity that, I was intimidated or, wondering why would you want to talk to me? Stuff like that. He was like, so everybody knows that personally know me. Like, right now I'm in Africa, right? And so that's my new thing. Like, last January I did Asia for a month solo. This January I'm doing Africa solo for a month, right? So I told him that. He was like, I'm gonna just be honest with you. I can't go to Africa for a month. I don't even got that many vacation days. He was like, I could do 2 weeks on vacation straight, and it's probably gonna be my biggest trip. Like, I don't know. Like, he opened my eyes to a lot of things because I thought I could date even though a guy makes six figures, but like after taxes, they not making six figures. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. So I thought that I could date a regular 9 to 5 guy, but he really opened up my eyes after I like went and talked to this guy I used to date. That's not a 9 to 5 guy. That's a coach for an NBA team. And basically, the dude I was on a date with, he was like, would you be settling if we dated? And then I told him, I was like, no, because I already know, like, if I date somebody 9 to 5, like, I know you probably not gonna be able to move like I move and do the same things I do or whatever like that. But that question stuck with me for like a week and a half. Like, would I be settling if I dated him? Like, yes. Now, lo and behold, he was corny. But they say the corny men make good husbands. So I'm not even hating on the corny men because they cause less headaches, okay? But he literally had no confidence. He had no confidence at all. Then he was like, oh, like, can we start dating exclusively? And I'm like, this is the first date. Like, you don't even know me. He was like, yeah, but we can get to know each other as we're dating exclusively. No. First of all, I don't even believe in dating exclusively. It's either we together in a relationship or we not. Like, I'm not finna not talk to nobody else for a man that's not even my man because we're trying to get to know each other. That's just crazy to me. Like, I wouldn't advise that to nobody. And he was like, he basically told me and said that he was trying to lock me down before the summer. Because the summer in Atlanta, the men be flashy and be doing this and that. And he ain't going to be able to compete with them. The man had no confidence, y'all. Like, it was just some stuff. You might think it, but you don't say it to the woman. Especially not on the first date. And I just don't think it would work for me. Like, I feel like I will be settling, and that's what most women do. Like, we settle for a man like, oh, he a good guy, he'll be a good husband and stuff like that, but be unhappy. Be unhappy in a marriage with a good guy, but you're unhappy because we don't live the same lifestyle. We don't move the same way, and I would have to dim my light and my lifestyle to be with this man. And at the end, I would just be unhappy. And that's what a lot of women do because they want to be married. And that's why I really was considering doing it. So I had to get a reality check. And I just don't think that's the life for me. I think I need to date like successful business owners and entrepreneurs like myself. But yeah, he a good guy. I just don't think he the guy for me. And he ain't got no game, which is okay. But he don't even have no confidence. Who don't want no confident man?
She belongs to the streets.
Yo, this is why, as a man, you can't save a bird, bro. Now, if you listen to this chick, right, she sound like she met a good, solid dude. Great provider. Just an all-around solid dude. But she's for the streets. When a woman is for the streets, fam, she live a bird lifestyle. She want to have fun. She want to travel all the time. She want to go shopping all the time. Birds chase that lifestyle 24/7. A woman who got some sense live a well-balanced life. So a bird entire life is to always chase a baller, a dude with some money because he could give them that lifestyle. A bird don't understand what it takes to earn anything. You sprinkle some crumbs, these birds are gonna come. It never fails. But as a man, stop wasting your time entertaining birds, fam. You're just wasting your time. All a bird is gonna do is drain your energy and get back to the streets. If you listen to this chick, right? This chick is 32. She's already past her prime, but she can't give up the streets. She's 32. You will think a woman that age will be looking for a good guy. You will think a woman at her age will be looking for a husband. But you gotta respect this bird. This bird is letting you know, yo, I gotta stay in the streets. And she's gonna clown the good guy. But fellas, this is exactly why there's no point of even trying to save a bird, bro. They don't want to be saved, dog. They thrive in the streets. Be wise out here, fellas.
I'm poly as fuck, y'all, but I know that many of you don't understand what that means. So I'm going to draw you a diagram to explain what my life looks like as a solo poly person. So I am at the center and I am my primary partner. There are people who I'm exploring, people who I'm dating, my friends with benefits who I'm romantic with and sexual with, my lovers who I'm sexual with, my partners who I'm 10 toes down with, satellites who come in and out of my life, and playmates who I play with in the kink and swinging spaces. My life is filled with so many beautiful people who love me, care about me, and all of our relationships are slightly different, but the love is the same. And when it comes to my sexual partners, of course, I am protecting myself by getting tested regularly. I'm currently on PrEP, and I give my partners my test results, and we talk about what our sexual experiences are to make sure that everybody involved is protected. Because if I were to do like other lines from certain partners, they have connections to wives or husbands or other partners that they interact with. So yes, it looks like a lot. Yes, I can keep up with it all. Yes, I have calendars. Yes, I make time for all of them. Yes, we communicate. That's a part of being poly.
Stop it. Get some help.
Nasty work, man. Fellas, in case you don't know how to spot a bird, any chick who's mad earthy, any nature type of chick, any chick who's into astrology, those are the biggest thoughts on the planet, bro. Those are the chicks who be doing whole shit and then say, I'm free spirited. That's their thing. I'm tapping into nature. The whole time, those women just love exploring different dinos. But the sad part is they tie that nasty underworld sexual indisciplined nature with spirituality, and that's why it's crazy. But that's the type of games these type of birds be playing. Usually these type of chicks be like masseuse. Like when they first meet you, they love to treat you like a king, like that's their thing. Ooh, I love my man and all that good shit. And once they settle in, fam, you're gonna eventually realize that all that shit was a cover up. This bitch is really for the streets. Trust me. Those type of earthy chicks who be looking like her. Trust me, fellas. Fact.
You were in a relationship. Should you really have a backup plan? There is new research that shows half of all women have a guy on the back burner just in case things go wrong in their current relationship. Physician and national mindful living expert Dr. Romy Mushtaq is here to talk more about that. Dr. Romy, seriously?
Good morning, Tom. I know, and I
Come
feel
on,
like
this sounds positively guy.
guy, doesn't it? And I have to sit here and defend all of us women, but this is the latest psychology research. I was just as shocked reading this data.
C-A-P.
More than half of women who are married
Happily married women are doing this?
have a backup plan. And what is a backup plan? It means you have someone on the back burner.
So a
like
specific person
a
they've
specific
identified.
person that they've identified, and in most cases it was either an ex-boyfriend or an old friend who never made it to the dating category.
Get out of town.
Unfortunately, yes. And the problem is social media has just made it too easy to have such a type of behavior.
Right, so I know you're here to say, though,
Yes.
watch out, because this
Absolutely.
is anything but good.
If Jesus can't save these hoes, why are you trying? What make you think you greater than Jesus, nigga?
Fellas, this is why women are great actors. Because the fact that she's sitting there acting all surprised, and the whole time she probably got a dude in her back pocket. Who knows? But she knows. Listen, man, this right here is not shocking, man. In 2024, please don't be shocked by this. I've been telling you dudes, we are living in serious times right now, fellas. These women are a different breed. These modern women are not ashamed to be hoes. Think about how crazy it is, bro. Women don't even have any type of shame to be hoes anymore. Doing hoe shit is normal now. Like shit like this is normal, fellas. So as a man, you have to navigate through the dating market with precaution, fam. Protect your heart. Do not wife up these chicks, fam. If you do, your job is to observe her every day. My advice to you is to have your fun and move around these days. Don't try to get into a serious relationship. You have to wait until this shit simmer down, fam, because the whole energy is spreading like wildfire out here, fam. The average chick is a hoe these days, bro. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. The chicks back in the day that you would think have a little bit of good girl in them still, even those chicks are now outright hoes. I'm just keeping it a buck with you, man. Like, these birds is out here going crazy. So this should not be a shock to you guys. But as a man, you just have to be aware. You just gotta be aware that your replacement is in your girl back pocket, bro. And if you slip up, bro, like anytime you fail to not give her that feeling that she craves from you, just understand that somebody is going to be in your girl guts, and it's probably somebody who's mad close to you, fam. And that's the thing about some women, dog. A lot of times, bro, that backup dude might be the dude who's right next to you. In 2024, if you ask me, the best thing a man could do this year is to focus on himself, self-improve, elevate, focus on increasing his finances, and focus on just becoming a better man. Really focus on yourself, fam. The worst thing you could do in 2024 is to focus on a woman. If you haven't yet, go get you some of that merch. You all already know, don't feed the birds. That's what it is. We don't feed the birds over here. So if you rock with your boy, go get you some of that good merch. Y'all already know, man. STC, support the content. If you guys haven't yet, go ahead and follow me right now on Facebook. I'm going to be posting content every day on Facebook starting from today. Follow your boy right now, AyeQ Reactions.